In the UleFone Armor 2 box, you get a charger, a USB cable, a manual, and also a USB-C to micro USB adapter. You even get a flathead screwdriver in order to open up the UleFone Armor 2 should that be necessary. Also in the box, you get a USB-C to audio jack adapter to make up for the lack of audio jack on the phone. As far as design goes, the UleFone Armor 2 is obviously a very chunky phone with a big rubber edging around the side. As well as that, you've also got NFC technology incorporated on the back. On the USB Type-C port down at the bottom, you've got these holes that are plugged in by a thick tight rubber casing, but due to the design of the USB-C port, you shouldn't need an abnormally long USB-C tip to connect it. The buttons along the side are very noticeable and tactile. You've got the normal buttons such as the volume, the power and the camera button, but you've also got another button along the side here that is an SOS function. In what may be a disappointment to many of you, as I mentioned before, the audio jack is not present on the UleFone Armor 2, which may have been due to UleFone trying to increase the level of dust and water resistance with this phone. Along the front of the phone, you have a 5-inch display which is Full HD, and down at the bottom on the home button, you also have a fingerprint scanner. Overall, the design of the UleFone Armor 2 looks pretty nice and is what you'd expect from a rugged type phone. It's got a very rugged looking appeal to it. The one I have here is a gold colour, but if you don't want something so flashy, you can also opt for dark grey. As for the internal specifications of the phone, you get 6 GB of RAM, 64 GB internal storage, and a super fast Helio P25 Octa-core CPU. All this allowed the Armor 2 to get 64,000 on the Antutu benchmark tests, which is much higher than most other rugged type phones on the market. It has an 8 megapixel front camera and a 16 megapixel camera on the rear. With the UleFone Armor 2, you're getting what essentially is a top-of-the-range rugged phone. I'd really recommend getting one if you plan on going somewhere where an ordinary device might not be able to take the strain.
This is a seriously rugged phone. It's the UleFone Armor 2, and it's resistant to scratches, dust, heat, shock, and of course, water.